back. I am the dust at the feet of God's servants. Only God is special. Welcome back. I am back in the garden, about to start a fire. Hence fire dance. I did try to start the fire earlier at least, but it didn't get going, so I thought it is what it is. I'll come back later. Ooh, check out the aeroplane. I thought it is what it is. I'll come back later when the battery's charged up and we'll start the fire together. This is that's my crucible in which I melt my aluminium cans. There's some little bits in there at the moment that I pulled off the sides. And right now I need more cardboard because the fire's taken a while to get going. Once it's going, it'll be fine. It'll be easy for the fire to dry off the little bit of moisture that's remaining inside the bits of wood, and then it'll start burning nicely. And like I said, I've got a big pile of wood over there that I need to get rid of. So hopefully tonight we get through it all, which might mean that I may not stream later. It is what it is. It is what it is. At least you've got like 3 mini streams. You guys cannot complain. Well, you can complain. You probably still will complain, but you shouldn't complain. Alright, let's get this cardboard in. Towards the bottom. Shoving it down sides. Thank you, Amazon. Amazon boxes are great. Oh, and what I also did was I gathered up all the little bits of wood, all those chips from my carving earlier. I kind of gathered up as many as I could just by hand quickly, thrown them in because they're dry and they are very thin, so they should catch light very quickly. However, as you can see, there's still quite a few out there, so once I get this cardboard in and get the fire kind of going, I'll go clear that up and throw it in here and see what happens. So what I'm doing at the moment is there's a tiny little hole there. So the fire can be started from the bottom. So I'm just rolling up some cardboard and shoving it in there. And then once that's lit up, it should allow the fire to come. Oh, it's a beautiful day. As you can see, no clouds in the sky. There was a few earlier, but they cleared up. Stunning. And I don't know if you can hear the birds. The birds and the bees. And fire. Fire. Let it burn. Burn it down to the ground. Oh, that's good. That's good. That should get going soon. Oh, you can see the smoke already. Yeah, fire, baby. I love fire. I love playing with fire. This is one of the reasons I love going camping. Is because if you go to the right camping spot, oh, there we go. We got the flames coming out already. See, that's it. Preparation. Making sure that the fire is prepared correctly allows it to burn a lot better than just shoving a bunch of crap in and hoping it burns. Because I've seen some people try and start fires and they put the shit on top. And then, whew, smoke in my eye. They put the stuff they want to burn on top, and then it burns, but then the fire doesn't really go down. It doesn't really spread to the rest of the crap that you might be wanting to burn. But check that out, baby! Booyah! Booyah! Let's get this baby going. And then I've got all that wood over there to clear out. So last time I was here, I was processing all of this. It was like so much wood. So this is the twigs, and if I snap this, it should make a nice crispy sound. Okay, it didn't make a nice crispy sound, so that's a shame. Maybe some of the pieces need a bit more time. That one made a crispy noise. Yeah, some of these twigs are a little bit wet at the moment, I'm afraid. But if we get the fire going big enough, it should dry itself up. And here is the rest of the wood I processed last time. Got a bunch. I put them underneath the table so they get protected from the weather. So and that goes all the way to the back. That goes all the way to the back. All that wood I processed last time I was out in the garden mid-December. Well, not mid-December, but mid-winter. So let's pick up some of these chips and throw them in the fire as well. Wait, let's rotate. You know, a little bit of cleaning up helps me out too. A little bit of cleaning up helps me out to get rid of the chip floor, and I add them to the fire. The beauty of life. Oh, that smells so good. I love a good fire smell. Especially wood fire. Wood fire smells so good. So good. Alright, let's try and do a hand rake. A hand rake might be quicker. There's quite a bit of sawdust from earlier, but I can't pick that up, I'm afraid. Oy. Let's move some of this around. Make sure there's enough air. Ooh, fire! Fire, baby, fire! Yeah, I might burn some more cans. I might melt some cans as well, if the fire gets hot enough. I just need the fire to, because it's mainly on this side and in that corner. I need it to be all around. Once the fire's all around, that's when it's getting ready. That's when there'll be the perfect temperature to melt the cans that want to melt. Smoking! Anywho's. Look at the moon. Look at the moon. The moon's on top of my finger. Oh, wait. There we go. There we go. Moon on top of my finger. It's almost like a, what's it called? Genki Dama. It's called Genki Dama in Japanese. Spirit Bomb. Spirit Bomb. From Goku. Spirit Bomb. Anyway. Let's have a look at the fire. Burn, baby, burn! Right, let's try and get the fire in the other corner as well now. Because that corner's a little bit far from the air supply, so we need to get a little bit of a smoulder in there as well. Ouch. By the way, guys, don't try this at home. I am a professional idiot. I'm a professional idiot, so I have a license to do this stuff. But let's get it going. Come on, fire. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Yeah, it does take a while for the fire to get going, to be honest. So let's grab a seat. Let's grab a seat and let's have a look at chat. Let's see if there's anyone around. Nope, dead chat, dead chat. Alright, so it's all on me again. I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. Oh, let's have a look. Oh, look at the birds flying in formation. There we go. Fly, birdie, fly. Oh, where did they gone? There. It keeps focusing on the roof, my neighbour's roof, rather than... It keeps focusing on the neighbour's roof rather than on the birds that were flying by in formation. But yes, what a beautiful night. What a beautiful night. I hope you guys are having a good day, whatever you're doing. I think today's Saturday. I hope you made the most of it. I hope you've enjoyed it. Oh, let's throw these bits of wood in there as well, actually. I'll keep that one for later. This one can go in. Oh, I'll show you my little fence I did. So, ignore this crappy piece over here, because my dad did that, because I don't know why. But essentially, I stacked up the bricks and I put a couple of planks here. I had to first remove the old fence that was here and clear out some of the crap that was growing across here, all these vine thingies. And then my dad had all these bricks stacked in different locations in the garden, and I moved them all into one place, stacked them up there, put a couple of planks. I need to get another couple of these kind of planks, not this thing. This thing's fucking... It's fucking bowed. It's bowing. I don't know why my dad put that there. But, yeah. I'm gonna get few more of these planks. I need about 6, I think, in total for this one, and then I've got 2 more fences. So I ripped these out the other day. So that I can put up a new fence here. But my dad's like, oh yeah, but just leave those there for now. Just leave them there for now, you know, until you do it. Alright, whatever. But yeah, I was ripping out these old fences, and they had all these vine things on them as well. So I had to rip them off, clear it all out. And there's all the vines that I ripped out. You can see that's a pretty big vine. Like, that's been growing for years and years and years. So yeah, I was doing that the other day. I've just done bits and pieces here and there because I need to make sure I'm burning and clearing up at the same time, because I need to get more pallets in order to make more raised garden beds. Burn, baby, burn! Whew. Damn. Smoke in the eyes. Smoke in the eyes. So who knows, you might even see me cry. You might even see me cry on this stream. If enough smoke gets in my eyes. Sorry, I'm just getting distracted by the moon. Let's show you the moon again. Say hello, moon. Hi, moon. It's not focusing. But it is what it is. There's the moon. Yeah, tonight's a nice night. The sun's going down now as well, so probably about, I don't know, half an hour of light. And then if the fire is going, hopefully we get light from that. British Airways flight. I wonder where they're going. I wonder where they're off to. That's one thing I kind of miss about my cabin crew job. is that whenever I see aeroplanes taking off, I'm always wondering, I wonder where they're going. I wonder where they're going. I wonder how long the journey's gonna be. And I'm just thinking about how I used to sit in the seat waiting for takeoff, and then yeah, I miss that. I miss that job. It was such a good job. Oh, by the way, handle. Handle completed. I have a handle for my shovel now. So the handle's been completed. Look, good grip, good grip, solid. And now I can do a bit more gardening without worrying about holding the damn. Can you imagine holding a shovel from in between the handle? Yeah, it was not easy. It was not easy. Not that I like easy, but unnecessarily difficult for no reason. It was ridiculous. Dee says he's getting dark. Dee, yes it is, slowly but surely. She says, awesome Dee, handle, get to work. Well, I'm losing sun today. I'm losing sun. So right now, you probably missed the beginning of this, Dee. I'm starting a fire. I'm starting a fire so that I can hopefully burn some wood that I've got processed and ready to burn for a few months now. Well, a couple of months. But it takes time for it to dry out. Some of the pieces aren't actually completely dry, so I might have to do this another day, but I'll see what I could do. I'll throw some of these in and see if they light up. But if they don't, I'll have to do it another day after a couple more weeks of drying. Let's have a look at these twigs. Let's have a look at these twigs. Do they burn? Yeah, some of it is burning actually. Some of it is getting caught on fire. Okay, awesome. Awesome possum. Means that I could throw some of these twigs on there after all. Okay, so this is the big pile of twigs at the moment. That whole pile there. It's like pretty deep. It's pretty deep. I've just left it there to dry over the last few months. Because burning wet wood is insane. As Dee likes to say, a time and a season for everything. So a season for drying, a season for burning, a season for growing, and a season for learning. Let's get that baby going. Alright, sweet. Dee says, cool, roast some marshmallows and wieners. I do that camping. I've done that camping. Recent camping trip I went to, I went with Suvi, and we ended up making marshmallows. We did hot dogs as well. Hot dogs were so nice. Marshmallows were great fun. They're fun. The thing is with marshmallows, they're fun to do, but after you've had a couple, you're just like, all right, cool, I'm done. It's too much sugar. Too much sugar. But with the hot dogs, yeah, you could make quite a few of those, so that was fun. So I've already done that recently. Unfortunately, yes, I did not record, mainly because there was kids around, and I don't want the kids being caught on camera and whatnot. But it is what it is. So hopefully in the future, ooh, look at that! Okay, can you hear me now? Drop me a 1 if you can hear me now. Drop me a 1 if you can hear me. Yeah, perfect. Thank you very much, Killer. And Just the Truth and D. Yeah, sorry, when I was changing the camera to flip it around, I think I accidentally hit the mute button. Perfect. So yeah, I just basically read your comments, and in regards to D, you said you and Suvi maybe more adventures. I said unfortunately not. Life happened. Life tends to happen. Can't control life. Just got to go with the flow. And yeah, I think those adventures are over for now. For now. Who knows what the future holds? Who knows what the future holds? Never say never. Ooh-wee. That's warm. That is hot. Let's throw some more twigs in. Hey, I'm going to put you guys down for a minute while I just do this, so then you can see what my dumbass is up to. Well, I don't know if you'll be able to see me in the dark, but we'll try. Woo! Smoke in the eyes. Smoke in the eyes. Alrighty. Yeah, these twigs are great at burning, but they burn super quick. They burn super quick. And I didn't realize that some of these are probably left a bit too big. Some of them are left a bit too big, but it is what it is. I'll make do. I'll have to keep snapping them as I'm going along. Some seagulls. I actually got a light I could turn on, so I'm gonna see if that makes it a bit better. But I've got to move every once in a while, otherwise it ends up turning off. There we go. Yeah, that's a little bit better, isn't it, guys? Hopefully. Alright, let's have a look at the truth. Not look at the truth, look at the messages. I just saw the name Just the Truth. Alright, so Just the Truth says, what a beautiful sky. Yeah, it's been a beautiful day. There's the moon. It's just slightly bigger than half moon. D says, got to sing a song now for doing that drop, DD. Yes, go with the flow and never say never. Nope. Sing or whistle while you put us down, DD. Yeah, we'll do next time I put you down. But I gotta be in the singing mood. I gotta be in the singing mood. You know? I don't want to force my singing. Although it sounds forced half the time because I'm not very good, but I like to do it because I'm just in the mood to, rather than because it'll be nice to. Uh, 1 second, I just got to be a bit manly. Alright, so Killer says you should try some camping. You can get spots with campfire, places to hitch up at. Yeah, I typically go camping. This is why I go camping, is for the fireplace. Well, not just for the fireplace, but it helps. It definitely helps. So I love camping. I will be doing it again soon, hopefully. It depends on God. It's all on God, because if I get my job soon, then I could pay for camping. But if I don't get a job soon, I think God wants me to go for a walk. So I might be going for a walk. So that will be like camping, but not in actual camp spots. Just to says, hope the neighbours are not drying their clothes outdoors. No, they're not. I checked. D says, any fireflies yet? Lightning bugs? Yeah. Look at them go. Look at them beauties. It's going. It's definitely going. Smoky smelling clothes or sheets. Yeah, these clothes are going to stink of smoke, but I don't mind. I'll throw them in the wash. It is what it is. And I like the smell. I like the smell. Just to just say, seagulls means you probably live in West London. Yes, West London. Born and raised. There's a playground where I spent most of my days. Chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool. Shooting some beat ball outside of school. When a couple of guys who up to no good started making trouble in my neighbourhood. I got in one little fight. My mum got scared and she said, "You're moving with your uncle and auntie in Bel Air." Anyway. Ravioli back in the chat. What up, what up? Big up. Says, or Brighton way. Oh yeah, with the seagulls. Yeah, no. West London, I'm afraid. D says, might need to get you a headband light. I've got one. I've got one for my camping. I've got it inside. But it's more for what I'm looking at. If I was to wear it right now, it'll end up blinding you, because every time I look down at the camera to read your messages, you'll see the light. But this little floodlight's good enough. The floodlight's good enough just for you guys to see me. I can see around here. It's not that dark for me. I can still see and everything, but it's more for you guys. Ravioli says Dover near Seals. Oh yes, it is. D says feel like a horse being put down. You feel like a horse being put down? Why? Just the truth says, I just assumed he lives in West London. Ravioli, given his London accent. In it, bruv. In it, bruv. True, beauty's going. You're right, it is West London. Are you streaming tonight, Didi? Yeah, I'm hopefully burn as much as I can, and then hopefully do a stream a little bit later. Might be a late one again. Might be a night in the garden, but it depends. It depends. We'll see what happens. Just to say, Ravioli, I'm always right. I'm always right. Always is a strong word. D says, yeah, we need to see no dark shadows. Something dark side. Ravioli says, a river Thames near you, demand? Not too far off. If I go for a 5 to 10 minute drive, I could get to the River Thames. But not anything right near me. I've got the canals near me. There's a network of canals around London that head all the way up to Birmingham. So I've got those canals near me. I used to go cycling down them. But the Thames is about a good 10-minute drive. D says, you said you would put us down. Oh. Just as you says, no Hyde Park, probably. What, tomorrow? No. Like I said, for me, I'm kind of bored with Speaker's Corner at the moment. Maybe in the future, we'll see what happens. But at the moment, it's nothing I'm being pulled towards. Ravioli says nice, and then D says on the dark side. Yep, awesome. I need to throw some more twigs in here, because, like I said, these things burn through quick. And it's hot. I should put on my big ass gloves. I've got these big ass gloves for when I do the melting, when I'm melting the metal, because the fire gets stupidly hot. So, be right back. A little bit of advice: if you're ever having a fire, you want a poking stick, a stick specially designed to poke. Specially designed by who? By God. Ouch. Need to get some more sticks. Let's just have a quick look at the chat. D says nothing too good at Speaker's Corner. Just the Truth says you look like a Jedi with your hood up in the night sky. These aren't the droids you're looking for. Yes, they're not the droids you're looking for. Ravioli says I like your brick fire demand. Thank you. My dad used to just literally have a fire on the ground, and it just get blown around by the wind, and the patch was getting bigger and bigger and bigger where he was burning. And I was like, Dad, like, we've got spare bricks. Let's just build a little brick thing, like a little chimney. It'll do the job. It'll keep the fire contained, and then also, obviously, it'll protect the ground as well. So yeah, thank you, man. Appreciate it. Just the Truth says it could double up as a barbecue. Yes, it can. D says wrap up potatoes, baked potatoes or iron skillet, fried potatoes, baked beans, good old fire cooking. I bring the fire. I'll bring the fire. You guys bring the food. Okay? How's that sound? Teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work, doesn't it? Ravioli says yes. D says poking stick designed by God for a fire. Gotcha, Didi. Yeah. He does everything for us. Ravioli says, "Demand, do you have a log burner or a coal burn inside?" No, I don't. We used to have a fireplace, but it was taken out, sealed over. But I would love a fireplace or some kind of coal burner or something, or a wood stove burner. But I'll have to do that when I get my own place. Once I get my own place one day, that'll be nice to have. But at the moment, it's outdoorsy fires. Just the truth says, I have a working fireplace in my living room. Oh, one of my friends, she's in Ireland, and every time I go to Ireland, she knows I love fireplaces. Every time I go to Ireland, she buys extra wood just for me because she's like, oh yeah, the man's gonna like a good fireplace because I don't get much of an opportunity to enjoy a fireplace in London. So yeah, I love a good old fireplace, especially when you're having a couple of wines in front of it. A couple of wines, sitting around, chilling out. Beautiful. Ravioli says nice truth. You use it last 3 or 4 months. Nice truth. Oh, truth said working fireplace. Cool. Dee says you are not a Jedi yet, Didi. And just the truth says not used for about a year, to be honest. Sounds good, teamwork. Yeah, the thing with the fireplaces is you gotta have the wood for it, and you gotta have the need for it. Because a lot of these houses do have central heating nowadays. They have central heating, and it's just cheaper and quicker just to flick a switch and get central heating on. But for the ambience, it's nice to have a good old fireplace. Like I said, when you got company, having a few wines or beers or whatever, you're sitting around the fireplace, it's lovely. It's lovely. Even if I say so myself. I'm going to need to put you guys down because I need to break up some more twigs. Hot! I'm going to tell you a secret about fire that not many people know. Not many people know this. But fire is hot. So you want to be careful around it, okay? It's super hot. It's both hot as in sexy and hot as in, it burns. Yeah, baby! Found some big twigs as well. Well, big sticks. Hopefully these burn a little longer and harder. Alright, I'm just going to grab the crucible out so I can just clean it out, make sure there's no twigs in there, and then I'm going to throw some cans in the crucible and stick the crucible in the middle. Got my big ass fire gloves. But I can't find the tool that I need. I think someone moved it because it's not where I left it. I'm gonna have to go look for it. Gonna have to go hunting. Let's see if I could use this to fish out anything in the meantime. Let's turn the camera around. Whee. Hot. Let me put my glove on. What am I playing at? That's why I got these big ass fire gloves. So I could do stupidness. Okay. Let's do this again. Just trying to fish out these twigs that have fallen inside the crucible. That circle thing there is my crucible. Yeah, it's somewhat empty. I think I see a chip. Get that chip out. Fuck it, use my fingers. Oh, do you know what? Screw it. It is what it is. It's cleaned out mostly. But now we take the aluminum can and we shove it in there. And then as the fire gets hotter, it will melt. Make sure it doesn't fall over. Yeah, it's balanced. And I need some more wood. I'm going to put you guys down again. Let's see if these, I don't know if you can see, but these are the logs that I left to dry over, those medium-sized logs that I left to dry over the winter. Hopefully these burn quite well. Let me shift the camera over so you guys can see me a little bit better. I think the light from the thingy keeps blinding you guys. Okay, D says I have a cast iron wood stove in my basement. myself around so you can see me. I have a cast iron wood stove in my basement, but instead, if I use it, they would not carry me. So sad. Cook bacon on it. D says still have a furnace in house. That's good. D says time to tell an incredible story, Didi, or play guitar. Oh yeah, I could play my guitar. It's inside though. I'll tell a story. I'll think of a story. Unless you guys got a topic at hand. Give me a topic and I'll come up with a story based on the topic. I'll try and make it a real life story. D says hot. Taking notes, Didi. Yes. Fire is hot, guys. Fire is hot. D says I want to see some marshmallows. The jumbo ones. Make s'mores. I don't have any at the moment. I don't have any marshmallows, the sticks to roast the marshmallows on or anything like that. So maybe another day. Maybe another day, guys. D said there was a time the sky was darkening, the fire blazing, sounds of crackling, no smell of good. What is that sound behind you, Didi? Any fox? I hear a bird. No, it's a plane. No, it's Superman! I don't typically have any foxes around me. There used to be quite a few back in the day, but nowadays it's rather quiet. D says, Didi, don't go too far, we can't see you. Fox will get you. Use bow and arrow. I've got my bow and arrow inside actually. I've got I bought it a couple of years back. I wanted to get into archery. Oh, actually, you can see here. That's the bullseye. That's the outer circle, the bigger circle, and that's all my attempts. All those holes are my attempts trying to hit the bullseye. But it was literally as I was just learning. I was just practicing. I was just trying to get used to the correct standing, the correct pull back, and the correct release. Because it is a skill. Like everything else in life, it's a skill that you learn with practice. So yeah, I've got a bow and arrow. Maybe I'll do a stream about that once I clear the garden up. Once I clear the garden up and I have a proper target rather than just a big box. In fact, I think that box is what my guitar came in. Yeah, that's the Fender box. My guitar came in that box. And then I used that box as the target practice. Cool. So maybe we'll do a stream with bow and arrow and stuff at some point. I don't know. I've got loads of little hobbies. I've also got my catapult, my little slingshot I like to play with. So there's always something I could do. There's always something I could do because there's so many things I like doing. This is what I mean. Life is amazing. There's so much to life that here we go. That if you limit yourself on what life is about, you're only limiting life. D says around your neighborhood. Bears around. 3 bears around my neighborhood. D says fire by the moon at DD's. Hit like button. Yes. Fire. Wait. No, it's kind of dying down. Fire. Moon. And D. What more do you want? What more do you want? D says, where's DD? Well, those dragonflies. Oh, mosquito friends. No mosquitoes around at the moment. This is the weird thing. We don't typically get mosquitoes around here, but somehow they always find their way into my room. I do leave my windows open, but it's like I don't see mosquitoes around generally, and then I see them fly into my room. I'm like, where the hell did they come from? Where the hell did they come from? Ravioli says just came back. D says for your all-night fire, wanted to contribute, DD. I can't see the emojis you used. It just shows squares with X's. But thank you. I think it would have been wood that you gave me. Ravioli says, hope everyone have a peaceful day. Yes, hopefully. Not just a peaceful day. Not just a peaceful day. A joyous day. You know, peace is nice and all, but joy is better. Joy is so much better. D says, glad you are back, Ravioli. Bring some food, Didi. Not cooking on an open pit. We could get hungry. That really says to man, it's pretty nice having bonfire. Yeah, I love any excuse to burn, to start a fire. I'm a bit of a pyromaniac like that. There's something very calming about it, and even the crackling of the fireplace and everything is just awesome. I love it. Ravioli. This light keeps turning off. I'm gonna have to keep walking around. Ravioli says, "Yeah, my friend Charlotte, she does the marshmallow and chocolate. Oh, nice. Yeah, maybe when I go for s'mores. Maybe when I go camping and I do a camping stream again. Well, when I go camping again and do a camping stream for the first time, I'll bring some s'mores and I've got the perfect biscuits. I've got the perfect biscuits to put the s'mores in because of the chocolate that's there. It's like really good, rich chocolate, and it melts beautifully, and it's like so good, so good. Ravioli says German sound. Oh, with the schmores. Yeah, it sounds German. D says yes. Nice big fire department on the way, Dee. Tell us the story of the boy lost in the woods. Make it up as you go. Cool, I will do. Nice bullseyes. D says yes, Ravioli, bullseye, center. Yeah, I missed the center completely. I missed the center. You can see it's completely not a single hit in the middle, but everything else was spread out. But like I said, it's when I was first learning. I ended up buying some actual targets, actual real targets that I could stick onto things. So I've got that now. Ravioli says, D, do you know Mike? He speaks with Chris Almadi, American man called Mike. No, I don't. Unless, you're talking to D Gossi. Yeah, no, I don't know him either. No, does he come here, Ravioli? Demand, do you know Mike? No, I don't know Mike. I only go on Chris's stream every once in a blue moon. Sometimes I'll go on if, like the other day, he said he put up a live where he was talking about to answer demands or Red Hawks viewers. So I watched that one, and then I watched a tiny bit of yesterday's one, I think. I watched a few seconds of that. But I don't typically sit there for too long. But I just pop in and out. Was Mike the one that was playing guitar with him? Or was that somebody else? Ravioli says, I'm not sure he was talking with Almadi, but quite interesting, knows a lot about space and NASA. Ooh, interesting. I love a bit of space and NASA. I know NASA is like the Hebrew word for lies or something. Someone told me that. I don't know how true that is. I'll have to Google it. But they said that the NASA is the Hebrew word for lies, and that the whole NASA project is just to hide the fact that it's a flat Earth. But what's your opinion on that, Ravioli? Flat or round? Flat or globe? What was he talking about? Like the Earth's axis and tilt? Okay, interesting. Okay, space, NASA. Elon Musk might want to talk to him. Ravioli saying rockets could move the axis out and change the tilt. No, they could not. Rockets can't move the axis of the... No. There is no way in hell that, especially the rockets nowadays, maybe a super rocket in the future that's the size of the moon could possibly do that, but right now, definitely not. The rockets have that kind of power, and the rocket fuel is getting even more powerful. Yeah, but still, the Earth is a big-ass object. It's locked in with the sun, and then to tilt the axis is like you're pushing on those gravitational forces, you know? It's like someone's going one of those spinny things, you know, like NASA does the training for the astronauts, one of those spinny things where they go up to like 10 Gs. It's like someone going 10 Gs, and then you're going, a rocket will make him go off course. No, he's going 10 Gs. 10 Gs isn't chump change. It's serious forces. So yeah, I don't think that's correct. But I'll be more than happy to hear him out if he really still believes it. If he wants to come on. D said logs. I contributed logs, big logs, burned all night. D says yes, powerful rockets. Ravioli says this Mike said he lives in Bahrain or Qatar or somewhere in the Gulf. I haven't spoken with him before but seemed nice. Catherine says Mike is on Perfect Dawa channel. He goes on their panel. I think his surname begins with a Z. Interesting. Dawa channels. So he's into the religious thing. And he was just talking about space as well. That's probably why he's on Al Mahdi's channel. Because if he's going on the Muslim channels, he's probably like, oh, Al Mahdi's probably Muslim too, because of the name. He said, you get me chocolate. How are you today, Kath? Thanks, that is the channel he goes on. He's staying up till 3 o'clock last night. Has me tired, but was really good. Damn, what were you doing up till 3? Oh, were you guys on Chris's stream last night? Ravioli says, well, I think it's around Earth, but scripture does say things. Yeah, it's quite late, Kath. What kind of scripture? Are you talking Christian scripture or Islamic scripture? Because I've heard some Muslims say that, I know there's the thing that says that the ground was like the earth was laid out like a carpet, and the mountains are the pegs to hold it down. That sounds kind of familiar from a hadith, but that doesn't imply flat. Ravioli says the scripture says about the four corners. Okay. Yeah, but the four corners could I've said this previously on streams as well, the four corners could very well be the four cardinal points. North, east, south, west. Meaning that those four corners. But essentially it could be a globe. But the four corners would be the four cardinal points. Ravioli says, yeah, Chris and Mike talking a lot about the 10 Gs. Oh, were they? D says four corners, talk about dome, maybe both. Explaining the speed of sound as a G. The corner scripture is Isaiah 11:12 and Revelation 7:11. Ravioli says four corners of the earth is the Bible. Okay, cool. Yeah, the four corners of the earth could very easily be like the cardinal points, north, east, south, west. It doesn't have to be literally a corner of the earth. And to be honest, sometimes we use that colloquialism. That word, sometimes it's a figure of speech to say, oh, in my corner of the world. It doesn't mean that I live in a fucking corner. It's just the way we speak. It's like, oh, my neck of the woods. I'm not living in the woods, So if someone says my corner, may not necessarily mean a corner. Or when they say four corners, it could be cardinal points, north, east, south, west. Quran 20:53, he is the one who has laid out the earth for all of you and set it in its pathways for you and sends down rain from the sky, causing various types of plants to grow. Cool. Okay, so it's from the Quran itself. Yeah, I couldn't remember if it was Quran or if it was actually Hadith. This fire isn't going anywhere. It's not getting big enough. I think I need to give these bits of wood a couple more weeks. It's burning, but it's just not getting very hot. It's not burning quick enough. Although those logs did seem to catch a light. They did seem to catch a light. Quran 71:19. And Allah alone spread out the earth for you. For who? For you. For me? No, for you. Alright, so story time. I was supposed D wants me to tell a story about the boy. Was it he got lost in the woods? Did you say? Yeah, the boy lost in the woods. The boy lost in the woods. Alright, I'll tell you the story of the boy lost in the woods. After I read this, D says Job 37:18. Hast thou with him spread out the sky, which is strong, and as a molten looking glass? Ravel says, never knew that, man. Thank you, mate. Never knew what? Oh. But I'm glad I can help. I don't know how I help, but I'm glad I did. Alright, boy lost in the woods. If the light goes out, the light goes out. I'm not going to keep getting up. It should come back on in a few seconds, but... Oh. Sorry, getting distracted by the moon and the stars. When the light goes off, I can see the stars. Oh, I need to pull out my telescope for you guys as well at some point. I need to get my telescope out. Shall we do that now? Drop a 1 in chat if you want me to get my telescope out. I can aim it at the moon. And we can have a look at the moon's craters. But you have to drop 1s in the chat and hit that like button. 1s in chat and hit that like button, and I'll pull out my telescope. Alright. D's dropped a 1. Let's get my telescope out. It's a bit of a beast. It's a bit of a beast. There's a telescope. So I just need to get some bits and pieces for it. The lenses. Just need to grab some lenses and then we'll have a look at the moon. We'll have a look at the moon. Unfortunately, I don't see any planets in the sky at the moment. Oh wait, that looks like a planet. That looks like Saturn. We've got Saturn in the distance, but it's quite low to the horizon. I don't think I'll be able to get an angle on Saturn with the telescope at the moment. But hopefully one of these days. Alright, let's go with the... What is that? That's 50 times. Let's go to 50 times zoom. So you get different eyepieces for the different strengths, depending on whether you're looking at planets or moons. So let's aim it that away. I'm just going to put you guys down for a second so I can actually have a look through the telescope and make sure it's pointing in the right direction. Oh, beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Alright, I'm going to put the camera to the thingy. Hopefully. Oh, yeah, you can see a little bit. You can see a little bit. try and hold the camera steady because obviously I have to aim it right down. Slight angle, slight tilt ends up messing up the image. Let me see if I can get a better image for you guys. I do want to get like what I used to have was a DSLR. I still got the DSLR, but I broke it. But I used to connect the digital camera to the actual telescope so I could take pictures of the moon and planets and stuff like that. But yeah, I messed up my DSLR, so we've got to make do with this thing. So give me a second, I'll see if I can get a better image. Oh, turn it around. Come on. Do you see those craters? Unfortunately, I can't hold the camera still enough. I can't hold it still enough, but you can see the craters. You can see how bright it is, and yeah, I pulled out the telescope at least, which is nice, and I've got to share that with you guys. I'll just go put it away now. Like I said, one day hopefully I'll get a another DSLR, or I'll get something to I'll get something to attach to the telescope so we can have a look at it properly. The moon's amazing. The sun is amazing. I've got a solar filter, which allows you to see the sun in regards to its what they call sunspots. You can see the sunspots on the moon and stuff with the solar filter on. You can't see the corona, unfortunately, but it's fun to look at the moon, the sun for the sunspots. Jupiter, Saturn, I've done all those before. Mars, I've done that before. Very cool to look at. But honestly, the moon is the best. The moon is the best to look on the telescope because it gets so much detail. It is insane how much detail you can see. I just remembered I've got a few things to do around the house, so I'm just going to quickly run around, do them, and then head back to the fire. Yep, I'm smart. Oh, whoops. Perfect. Yeah, I closed the curtains earlier. So before I went out, because I was like, I don't know how long I'm going to be out there for, so I might as well close the curtains early, so that I don't need to worry about. I went back outside. Let's have a look at this fire. Still going. I might have to get more of those logs. They actually do quite nicely in here. And I still have to tell a story about the boy who got lost in the woods. Well, I don't have to, but I want to now. Let me just grab a few more logs. Okay, so let's have a quick read of the chat and then we'll do story time. Da, 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 da. Here we go. Yeah, Catherine says your light has a motion sensor. Yes, it does. That means I have to get off my fat ass every few minutes and walk around. Genesis, D says Genesis 1:7, and God made the firmament and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament, and it was so. And let them be for lights in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth, and it was so. Genesis 1:8, and God called the firmament heaven, and the evening and the morning were the second day. Ray really says, I met Simon K last night, nice guy, didn't know he lived in Oz. Yes, he's an Aussie. I think there's quite a few Aussies around here. D says Genesis 1:20, and God said, let the waters bring forth abundantly abundantly the moving creature that hath life, and fowl that may fly above the earth in the open firmament of heaven. Miss Simon K. I thought you were calling him Mrs. Simon K, like Miss Simon K. You're saying that you miss him. He's Aussie, he's legend. Is he ravioli? Genesis 1:6, and God said, let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters. And God said, let there be lights in the firmament, and day and night, let them be for signs, and for seasons, and for days and years. Ravioli says, nice, can see the moon demons. Oh, not the moon demons, the moon demands. Thank you. Very nice. I thought you were saying that you can see moon demons up there like Jinn. Moon Jinn or something. D says, I didn't know Ravioli. Glad you're able to chat with him. Can see the craters. Yeah, the details on those craters. It's amazing. I'll try and see if I can find any old pictures I took back in the day. Ravioli says, yeah, D, last night it was good. D says, awesome Ravioli, you are free and enjoying other streams. Can't just camp out one. Born to be free. D says, yes, thank you, DD, for sharing. Seen a little. Yes, why did the boy go into the woods in the first place, DD? Was he taking his bow and arrow with him? Okay, the story of the boy getting lost in the woods. The story is about a young man who was looking for his lost love, because life is a love story. Life is a love story. He was looking for his lost love. She went into the forest earlier to go collect some flowers and herbs for medicine, and she didn't come back. The boy knew she knew her way around. The boy knew that she knew what she was doing, but the boy grew worried because soon it was dark. There were no lights in the forest, just strange sounds and the creatures of the night. So he decided it was time to go into the forest. He waited as long as he could wait, hoping that she would return. But dawn was setting. The sky was becoming dark. The owls were beginning to hoot. So the boy took up his sword and he grabbed his bow and arrow and he walked into the forest, calling her name, hoping that she would hear him as he enters, hoping she could find her way back to him, back to safety. But as the boy traversed the forest, the overgrown trees blocked out what little sunlight there was. And where he could still see the light from where he came, where he stood now was completely dark. He could barely see in front of him. But he wasn't worried for himself. He was worried about his lost love and how scared she is. So he starts a little fire. He gathers what twigs he can. He grabs a really large branch and he rips off part of his sleeve and wraps around the twigs to the bigger branch. And he also creates a small fire on the ground. He gets some stones, he puts them into a circle, and he decides that while he moves forward into the darkness, if his lost love was to come upon the fire, she would know that he's in there looking for her, and that she could stay by the fire to be safe. So, after he builds a circle of stones to protect the forest from the fire, he builds up a small fire, big enough that it could be seen through the forest, but not too big that it would get out of control. And he leaves some logs right next to it, so if she were to find it, if his lost love was to find the fire, she'd have something to burn to keep her warm. Once the fire was ready, and the boy had collected enough wood for his love, he set forward again into the dark forest. It felt like eyes were everywhere, watching him, waiting for him to fall so they could attack. But in his mind, all he thought about was his lost love. And that was enough to make him keep moving forwards, to keep hope, to keep love. As he kept moving through this forest, he would mark the trees. He'd draw a little arrow for the way back, in case his lost love found her own light, she could see the markings he left behind. And if she didn't find her own light, and she could see the light of the fire he left behind, she could find her way back to the fire, to somewhere safe. Still within the forest, but protected by the light. As he kept moving through the forest, he came across a wolf. This wolf was trapped. It was very aggressive. It was snarling. It was trying to bite at the boy, but the boy kept his distance. The boy observed that the wolf's foot was caught in some branches, and the branches had closed on themselves, causing somewhat of a pinch trap, almost like a bear trap, kind of pinches. So where the foot was, it pinched it so it couldn't pull it outwards, but it was so pushed forward that it couldn't just pull backwards either. The pieces of wood had to be pulled apart in order for the wolf to be free. This boy, still looking for his lost love, decides to stop for a moment to help the wolf. He could see in its eyes that it's in pain. He could see in its eyes that it's scared. But he's not afraid. He just sees someone that needs help, or something that needs help. So he moves slowly towards the wolf, trying not to make any sudden moves. As he approaches the wolf, The wolf tries to bite towards him, but he holds his ground, making sure that there's enough space between him and the wolf. The wolf sees it's not going to attack him, and he's not getting scared. The wolf starts to calm down. It calms down, but it still gives him a look. It still watches every move that he makes, almost as if wondering if he was really there to help or if he was there to take advantage. The boy reaches down slowly towards the branches that have trapped the wolf's leg, and he pulls them apart. As quickly as he pulled them apart, he didn't pull them apart quickly, but as soon as he pulled them apart, as soon as the paw was released, the wolf shot off into the darkness. And the boy was left alone, again in the dark, with the small light of his torch, his burning torch, lighting his footpath, lighting his way. After the boy released the wolf, a sudden fear hit the boy's heart. What if him releasing the wolf had put his love in danger? What if the wolf was now going to go attack his love? Worried, the boy hurried onwards, calling out her name, pushing past the branches, jumping over large rocks. He kept moving forward, calling her name. Every time he called her name, he hoped that she was just within ear reach and she would call back to him. And he kept moving forward. Soon the boy came to an open clearing on the other side of the forest. And there, sitting in the dark, on the grass, eyes fixed above at the big moon, was his lost love. He ran over to her, hugged her from behind as she turned to gaze into his eyes. She said that she waited because she knew he would come. That it was only a matter of time. And that she trusted him and the moon. She trusted the moon to keep her safe in this open field. And she trusted the boy to find her. Embracing under the sun in this big open field, something rustled in the shadows. The boy turned quickly, sword to hand, and faced whatever was in the darkness, whatever was lurking in the forest. And as he turned to face the rustling noise, he saw two yellow eyes looking right back at him. And these eyes grew closer and closer and closer, until after a short while they had come away from the forest and they were now watching him in the field. The boy recognized this as the wolf. This was the wolf that he helped. Why was the wolf here now? Was it ready to attack him? Was it ready to blame him for being trapped? And as the boy drew his sword up to defend him and his love put her hand on his shoulder and told him that the spirit of the wolf was with her. And because she was afraid to go into the dark forest alone, she sent the wolf ahead to find the boy, to bring the boy to her. As she said this, the wolf lay down, almost to say my job was done. The boy and the girl walk past the wolf and both bow, and in reverence and thanks to the wolf that put itself in great harm in order to save the girl, the boy's love. And hand in hand, the boy and his lost love, finally reunited, walk back into the forest in search of home. The end. Alright. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm just gonna read the comments. I think, was Dee just rewriting everything I said? I think she was. Was he taking a bow and arrow? Yes, demons, principalities of the air. Boy looking for his lost love. The girl had went into a forest earlier. The girl collecting flowers for herbal medicine. Yeah, you've just rewrote the story I was telling, didn't you? Thank you, Dee. For those that aren't listening, they could always read it. And to be honest, I could always turn this into a short story. I just made it up off the top of my head. I may have taken elements from other stories in regards to, like, I think there's a lion that gets a thorn in his paw, and I think it's a mouse that helps. So I've taken some elements from other stories which I thought were poignant. But yeah, maybe I should make a little short story book. Catherine says, I hope this story has a happy ending. Well, you'll have to stay tuned for part 2. Or the journey home. The journey home. Ravioli says, good story, the man. Thank you, bro. And that's it. And he's finished telling the story. She says, the end. And just in time, because the fire is dying down. So I think this is where we'll end it for tonight on the outdoor stream. Stream by the fire. Dancing by the fire. Hookah, 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 hookah. But yeah, I'm going to leave the night stream, fire stream, campfire stream. Yes, exactly, Dee. Campfire story. I'm going to leave this stream here. However, once I get inside, I'll probably need about half an hour or so to chill out, get ready, and then I'll probably do a desktop stream. So if you guys are around, I'll see you on the desktop stream. Appreciate you all being here, appreciate all the likes, appreciate all the comments, appreciate you guys just enjoying my company. I love you all, ninjas, watchers, haters, commenters, and anyone else I forgot. I appreciate you all, and hopefully I shall see you on the next stream. I am the dust at the feet of God's servants. Only God is special. I said I am the dust at the feet of God's servants. Only God is special. Take care, guys. Bye.